Hello, beautiful butterflies. Welcome back to the channel. If you're here for the first time, hello and welcome. My name is Andrea, and this is Moonstone Tarot. Today's reading is a 2-in-1 pick a card, self-love and love and relationships. So the first portion of this reading is all about self-love, where you are right now in your healing journey, what you're learning about yourself, and how Spirit wants you to pour back into your own heart. The second portion will move into love and relationships. So whether you're single, connecting with someone, or navigating something complicated, we'll look at the energy surrounding your romantic life. But I have a separate intro for that portion as well. So this is strictly just the self-love portion of this reading right now, and you can check out the timestamps below if you wish to go directly to the love and relationships intro. Okay, so to begin, I'm actually going to pull 2 oracle cards from the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck, and these cards will set the energetic theme for each pile, almost like the spiritual foundation before we dive into tarot. Think of these oracle cards as messages from your higher self and what they want you to hear first. So I have posted this pick a card reading on Valentine's Day, February 14th. However, I wanted this to be an all-inclusive reading because Valentine's Day can look and feel different for everyone. So whether you're celebrating love, healing from it, or building it within yourself, this reading will hopefully meet you where you are. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and then release it, and maybe ask yourself, what do I need to hear most about loving myself and my relationships right now? And then when you're ready, choose a pile that your intuition is drawn to. You can be energetically drawn to a certain tarot deck, maybe a particular placement of the arrangement, maybe a number, 1, 2, or 3 pops into your mind, or you could be drawn to one of the crystals I have here for you today. So pile 1 is the Cottage Fairies Tarot deck, and this has the rose quartz crystal. Pile 2 is the White Rider Tarot deck, and this has a black obsidian crystal on it. And pile 3 is the Rider Waite Tarot, and this has a green aventurine point crystal. So take as much time as you need. You can pause the video if you would like more time to choose. Timestamps are in the description box below. And if you're ready, let's get into pile number 1. Hello, pile 1. If you chose this rose quartz crystal, then these messages will be for you today. So I meditated over these cards, and I specifically chose the cards that I felt were for you today. So let's get right into it. So the first oracle message we have is the Tiger's Eye, overcoming fears. Okay. Okay, so immediately I'm feeling that you're on the precipice of something, like you're on the edge of something maybe. And maybe there's slight hesitation here out of fears. Like there's something here that you know that you're ready for. You know that you want to dive into. You know you want to try whatever this is. And since this is a self-love reading, you know, maybe you feel like you're ready for love, but there's fear around there. And this could be fear of like vulnerability, maybe fear of self-expression, being able to communicate how you feel. Or this could be a fear around setting a boundary so that you don't get hurt. And this is about allowing yourself to want more when it comes to love. And next we have practicing patience. Okay, so this is really interesting because these two together are telling me that this has something to do with timing. Maybe this isn't about rushing yourself or rushing something just to get it over with. This is saying be brave and try it, but be gentle while doing it. So pile 1, this feels like a self-love lesson around trusting your timing. So some of you might be frustrated with yourself, wondering why you're not further along in your healing journey or on your healing journey or in your love life. You know, why isn't this happening yet? Why isn't that happening yet? This person is doing this, that, and the other thing, and I haven't even done this. I want this for myself. Why isn't this happening? And there's sort of a frustration that could be building. But I think Spirit is saying that it is happening. Your growth, what you need to learn is happening. Your courage is building. That bravery is building within you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have clicked on this reading. You just don't have to force it. This could be that you're learning the difference between what is deep-rooted in fear and what is your intuition talking. Because just because you feel like something's not happening right now, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen ever. It doesn't mean that it's not meant for you. Sometimes this is just a preparation period for something that is coming in, that's something bigger and better. Okay, so let's get into the tarot cards I chose for you. I'm just going to put this aside. So we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. And then we have the Six of Swords. Okay. Okay, so with the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups, so these two together immediately is telling me that this has something to do with an old wound. Maybe an old, a past love. Maybe someone that you wanted to love in your past. Or this even could be childhood, something stemming from your childhood that has to do with like emotional conditioning, what you learned over time, the role models in your life, anything surrounding love, how that felt for you, how you saw it growing up. So this feels like something that's kind of still lingering in your heart. For some of you, this is a past relationship that may have hurt very deeply. And for others, this could go, like I said, all the way back to childhood, because this fear is not random. This is learned. So somewhere along the way, you learned to fear love. But what's beautiful here is that, ironically, because like the cards are actually going this way, but this is the story. Instead of going this way, it's going this way. Because I think Spirit is just breaking everything down, because you have the Ace of Wands here. And this is telling me that your heart is not closed off. You still want love. You still desire that love. You desire that passion and that security, that stability. You want that relationship, that solid connection. Maybe you want that soulful connection. And then that is bringing me to the Four of Wands. Because you want something real. You want something secure. And this is something that has that comfort level that feels like home level. And so far, your self-love lesson right now is just allowing yourself to want that. Because it's okay to want that. You absolutely can have that. And you can want that stability, that security again, that connection, without feeling guilty for it, without shaming yourself for it. And then you have the Six of Swords here, which is telling me that you're already moving in that direction. You are moving forward, and it's very slowly, and that's okay, because Spirit is telling you to do this on your own time when you are ready. So be gentle with yourself and move slowly. You know, you're mentally, because Swords is the mental suit of the tarot deck, you're mentally transitioning out of that past pain. And this isn't going to be overnight. You're not going to wake up tomorrow morning after hearing this reading and being like, okay, I'm fine. Let's go. Let's move on. No. That's not how this works. This isn't a musical montage in a movie. It's not a dramatic overnight transformation. This is emotional maturity. This is what happens over time. This is through life experience. How you experience it. This is you choosing peace over chaos. So pile one, your self-love journey is about not rushing your healing, but also not living out that old pain anymore. You don't want to dwell on that, because you're allowed to want new beginnings, new things, new relationships. You're allowed to bring that into your heart. You're allowed to want that stability again, and you're allowed to move forward without betraying any part of your past or your past self. And I chose two more oracle cards for you. This is the Cherry Blossoms deck. You have Seek Adventure. Ooh, this deck is so pretty. Adventure provides a canvas upon which we can confront fears, break through limitations, and build resilience. Okay, perfect. This is perfect. Seek that adventure that you need. Because you are confronting your fears slowly, but you're doing it the way that you need to do it. There's no rush. There's no deadline. You're doing it when you need to do it and how you need to do it for you. And that, once you confront those fears and realize where they stem from, how you can move forward without guilt, without shame, without pain, letting that go, releasing all of that, you will break through all of those limitations that you have, and you will free up that space to bring in that relationship that you need, and you will build resilience. And lastly, we have connect with nature. So through observation and reflection, you learn valuable lessons about resilience, again, with resilience, bouncing back from that past hurt. You learn adaptability and the interconnectedness of all living things. So nature is a big theme right here, right now. So stepping out into nature, maybe being out on a lake or a river, going for a nice boat ride, maybe getting out and just sitting and meditating in nature, going for a hike, or just going for a long walk. Maybe a nature walk meditation that will bring you clarity, and that will bring you peace, and you'll know how and when to move forward. So those are all the messages I have for you today regarding your self-love, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if you resonated with any messages, and go forward with your self-love. You are on a special healing journey, and I really want this for you because I know that love is in your future. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next time. Hello, pile 2. If you choose this gorgeous black obsidian crystal, then these messages are going to be for you today. I went ahead and meditated over your specific cards, and I chose the ones that I felt best represented you and your self-love journey for today. So let's get right into it. So the first card I have for you is get back into balance. Okay. So this is about alignment. You may be pouring too much of yourself into others, too much of your time, too much of your energy, too much of your love. And there needs to be a balance there. Or you could be going to the extremes. You might be all in on one thing and then completely attached on another. And again, this brings it back to balance. Or what I just got was you could be losing a little bit of your sense of worth when it comes to outcomes. So you need to ask yourself, pile 2, where have you maybe been abandoning yourself to keep something else going? So I think this card here today is coming up representing you restoring that inner balance, that inner harmony before you seek it externally, because it all starts from within. And next we have aventurine, create your own luck. And this message could actually signify that maybe you were drawn to pile number 3 because they had the aventurine crystal. So maybe you were kind of wavering, again, back and forth, bringing that balance in. So this could be confirmation for you, or it could also be a message for you to check out pile 3 also. And this particular card, this is about empowerment energy. And I think this showed up for you today because I think Spirit is telling you to, you don't have to wait for external validation, for someone to tell you that you're good at something, for someone to give you applause and praise, because it all starts from within. Stop waiting for someone to choose you. You choose you. And that's all that matters. Don't rely on that validation. This is about self-worth. And maybe this is a message to stop waiting for timing to just magically happen. It'll happen when you're ready. It'll happen when the universe feels like you have that space in your life, when you're aligned. So when you align yourself with opportunities, with that luck, then opportunities will then align with you. This is about reclaiming your agency. You're not stuck, pile 2. You are very powerful. So balance is important in your life. Balance yourself and then take the aligned action toward whatever this is that you want. This could be a relationship. This could be a new career. This could be a goal that you've sought out. So let's move into the tarot. Again, I went ahead and chose, based on my intuition, the tarot cards I feel are for you today. So the first card we have is the Devil card. Okay, don't flip out. It's okay. So this is about unhealthy attachments. Okay. This could be trauma bonds, addictive thought patterns, negative self-talk. And it could be about staying in a situation or a relationship that you feel is familiar, or staying in it because it's familiar instead of feeling free. You're choosing to stay in this particular circumstance. So where are you choosing comfort over growth, pile 2? Because in regards to self-love, this is about breaking a cycle. So let's move on. We have the Lovers. Okay. It's painting a picture for me. So we have the Lovers card, and the Lovers card can be, in this particular reading, when it comes to self-love, it's less about a soulful alignment with the relationship, although eventually that might be what you're headed towards. But in this self-love reading, this is more about, again, getting into alignment, and it's about choices. So this isn't just about romance. This is about choosing yourself, to choose you, choosing integrity over what's easy, choosing what lines up, what aligns with your values, or it could mean that maybe you're at a crossroads in your life, because the Devil card and the Lovers card together, this is saying that that what's happening is unhealthy for you. You know what's unhealthy. Now, Spirit is telling you, you need to choose differently. So this isn't any sort of punishment that's happening to you. It's happening, it's not punishment at all. This is empowerment. This situation, this lesson is happening for you, not to you. And next we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so there's movement here. We're getting movement. And he's all about passion and impulsiveness and movement. So you could be acting from a place of desire, but maybe not always from a place of stability. Again, there's a reminder here about the balance card. You may chase something or a relationship or someone because it's exciting, but it might not be consistent. And that's what it's asking from you, is consistency. How you show up for yourself, how things or people show up for you, having that consistency. You may get inspired by something quickly, but then burn out just as quickly. Okay, so the lesson here, what Spirit wants you to know, is to channel that fire, that passion, without letting it control you, without letting it take you away. Again, I bring it back to balance. Having that balance. And next we have the beautiful Nine of Cups. Okay. So this is definitely an empowerment card, okay? Because this is emotional fulfillment. You are capable of happiness on your own. You don't need external validation for that. This is what everybody calls the wish fulfillment card. But in conjunction with the self-love reading, I think this is Spirit saying, stop outsourcing your joy. You don't need someone to complete your emotional world. You have you. You need to choose you. You need to choose differently this time. Your satisfaction starts internally. And lastly, we have the Strength card in reverse. Okay. This is inner doubt. This is Spirit saying that you've been too hard on yourself. Maybe you've been suppressing emotions. Maybe you've been feeling weaker, because this is the Strength card. Maybe you've been feeling weaker than you actually are. Maybe you're losing confidence after a string of setbacks or possible disappointment. And self-talk matters. You know, you don't need more force. You need to be gentle with yourself. So overall, I think Spirit is telling you to break unhealthy attachments. You need to choose alignment. You need to channel your passions wisely. Find emotional fulfillment within, and then you can start to rebuild that confidence gently on your time. And again, it all ties back to your oracle cards. You need to get balanced, and then you'll be able to create your own luck. This is reclaiming your power in a nutshell, pile 2. And so lastly, I have 2 more words of advice from Spirit. We have invoke serenity. So we're just going to show you. By cultivating a state of calm and tranquility, you creating an environment where emotional wounds can begin to mend. Yes. Take that time for yourself. There is no rush. You cultivate it from within. And lastly, we have spark curiosity. Curiosity allows you to break free, again, like the Devil card, breaking free from self-limiting beliefs, promoting a state of openness and receptivity. Again, this card basically has these 2 oracle cards. This is about balance and receptivity, and then you will be able to break free from limiting beliefs. And you'll create the opportunities you need to move forward, pile 2. So that is your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Comment down below and let me know if you resonated with any of these messages. And take care. I hope you have a wonderful day filled with self-love, and I will see you all next time. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this aventurine crystal, then these messages today of self-love are for you. I went ahead and I meditated, and I pulled specifically the cards that I felt you were meant to hear today for these messages. So first, starting off, we have go with the flow. Okay, so this is about not giving up, but releasing control over something. This is about surrendering control to the universe. So you may be forcing outcomes that may not be ready for you yet. You may be trying to force the timing of things, like, why am I not here yet? Why am I not there yet? And you might be trying to kind of micromanage your healing journey. So not everything needs to be strategized. Not everything needs to be planned out. Pile 3. Some things need to be trusted. You need to have faith. You know, self-love here is saying to release that resistance to everything. Release that hold that you have on change. You know, allow your life to unfold without gripping it tightly. And next, we have take pleasure in the things you do. Absolutely. This is about alignment, but alignment with your joy. You know, maybe, you could be in kind of a survival mode, or measuring your worth by your productivity. Like, I don't have this yet. I don't have that yet. Why isn't this moving forward? I want to leave a legacy, but this, that, and the other thing is happening. And you're kind of getting all up in your head about it. Or maybe you're forgetting what actually makes you feel good. You know, when was the last time you did something for yourself because it felt good? Purely because you were having fun, or you think it's fun. So self-love isn't just healing your wounds, pile 3. It's about taking pleasure in things in life, cultivating your own joy. So stop forcing outcomes, stop forcing your healing journey or your evolution, and start enjoying it, because that is a huge, powerful shift that you can make that will really change the direction of things in your life. So heading into tarot, we have, your first card is Justice. This is about taking accountability for your life. This is about having balance. You know, where have you been unfair to yourself? Where have you tolerated imbalances in your life? If you're giving and not receiving, or the opposite, if you're receiving and not giving, are your choices aligned with your values? This card is about karma. This is about energetic karma. You know, the way you treat yourself is how others will treat you, basically. So you need to make fair and aligned decisions with who you want to be, what you want to represent, where you're going in the future, where you want to go. And next we have the Chariot. Again, going. This is movement. The Chariot is about determination. It's having that will. It's having that direction and taking charge of it. You are ready to move forward with something. This could be a relationship, could be a career. It could be your own self-healing, overcoming fears. Whatever it is, you're ready to move forward and you're regaining control of your life. You know, you may have that discipline now and you're not distracted by other things that are no longer of interest to you or no longer serving you energy-wise. And this is going hand in hand with the go with the flow, because there is movement forward. There is that drive to move forward, but not too quickly, you know, and have a healthy control over it. You know, don't be so rigid. Again, take time to smell, you know, stop and smell the roses. And next we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is nice. This is a new beginning. This is something that's stable. This is an opportunity to build healthier foundations for yourself, pile 3. This is a fresh start in how you value yourself, investing in yourself on a practical level. And this could be health, career, maybe even a daily routine that you do. This could actually be going to therapy, talking to a therapist. This is self-love after all. And this is something tangible. This is tangible self-love, not just feelings, you know, not just the things that you can't see or touch. This is about actual taking action on those as well. And then we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so the 8 of Cups. And this is about walking away from something that's emotionally draining you. This is a departure for something. You're leaving something behind, an emotional attachment or attachments of sort that just are no longer serving you. This is choosing your personal peace. And I love this for you because this is also taking control of your life. You know, choosing your personal peace over a situation that might not have been healthy for you, or something that was easy, something that was familiar, and you're ready to move on. You know, you're not running away from something. You're not quitting. This is about your personal evolution. This is maturity. You're evolving. And then we have the 8 of Swords. So, okay, so the 8 of Swords, this is, again, Swords is the mental suit of the tarot deck. This is mental entrapment. You're overthinking something. And this could be looking like self-sabotaging thoughts, limiting beliefs. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm not this person. I don't deserve this. This is feeling stuck when you actually do have options. You're creating this cage yourself. And side by side with the 8 of Cups, you know, you're physically walking away from something, but mentally you're still there. Like you're still replaying the same thing. It's on loop. So your Spirit is saying that you need to free your mind, not just your physical environment. So overall, pile 3, okay, you need to realize where the imbalances are in your life, where they exist. You need to take the reins, take control of the direction that you're going in. And, you know, you're being offered a new beginning, a chance to start over. and you're walking away from something that's emotionally draining, that's no longer serving you, but you still have a tendency to battle your internal narratives going on. And also, it's saying, don't force anything. Enjoy the process. Trust the unfolding of your life. Trust the unfolding of your journey. And just to mention, so we have 2 8s here, and 8s in tarot represent power and movement. Again, this is about personal evolution. This is about karmic cycle and learning through experience, and in regard to your self-love, this is a major turning point for you, pile 3. Breaking the patterns, breaking repeating cycles, stepping into your personal power and leaving one version of yourself behind for the new version, for this opportunity that's coming in. 8s are about strength and growth. This isn't a passive healing phase for you. This is very much active right now. This is your active evolution. And lastly, I have 2 oracle cards for more advice from Spirit. We have let go of control. Okay, and I shuffled this deck hard. As you relinquish the need to control every outcome, you free yourself from stress and anxiety, enabling emotional wounds to mend. Yes, you need to walk away from something that is just causing you stress and anxiety, and you need to be on the mend. You need to take pleasure in this journey and just let it unfold, let it happen for you. And lastly, we have cultivate patience. Yes, you have to have patience through this process. You can't rush it. Cultivating patience allows you to soothe inner turmoil, which is the 8 of Swords here. Release expectations and embrace a sense of calm and acceptance. The numbers 18 and 4 could be of significance to you, pile 3. But in any event, those are the messages I have for you today. I really, really sincerely hope that you enjoyed them. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked these messages. If you resonated, please comment down below and let me know what you did resonate with. I would love to hear from you. And I want you all to take care. Happy Valentine's Day if you are celebrating. And I'm sending you so much self-love. And until next time, bye. And we are back. Now we're moving into the love and relationships portion of your reading today. So we're going to look at the current energy surrounding you in love, whether you're in a relationship, navigating a situationship, or completely single. And then we'll explore the immediate future energy that's unfolding for you. So this part of the reading, we're going to go into what's happening beneath the surface emotionally, where things are shifting, and what you can expect next in your romantic life. So I have 3 piles here with a cute little Valentine's Day related image on it. Pile 1 is the Rider-Waite Tarot with this cute little heart emoji. Pile 2 is the White Rider Tarot with the small bouquet of roses. And pile 3 is the Cottage Fairies Tarot deck with the love letter. So with any pick a card reading, you can pause the video here. If you need more time, take a deep breath and focus specifically on your love life right now. And we shall see what is going to come through for you. So let's get into pile number 1. Hello, pile 1. If you chose this cute little heart emoji, then these messages are for you today. I went ahead and shuffled and meditated over these cards, and I chose the ones specifically for you for this reading today. So let's see what Spirit has in store for you. So we have calling in your soulmate. Ooh, okay. You're calling something in, some relationship. And your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This is manifestation energy. This is manifestation at its core. You have or are energetically aligning with a significant connection. You may have been doing the inner work that was needed, and now you are able to draw someone in, the person that you've been dreaming about. Or you are consciously thinking about the kind of partner that you truly want to call in. And it's working. The universe is hearing it. And the love you desire is responding to your vibration. And this is not you chasing anything. You're completely drawing this in. You are attracting this. So moving on, because that's amazing. Let's go to getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yes, this is your relationship. This is a story right now because this is an unfolding energy. So this is a connection that will or is developing gradually. And layers of yourselves are being revealed over time to deepen that bond. This relationship will deepen through these heartfelt conversations and your vulnerability. Are you allowing love to develop naturally? Or are you trying to rush an outcome? That's what you need to ask yourself. So you're manifesting something very meaningful, pile 1. But it's going to require patience. It's going to require time, and for you both to be present within this relationship. And now let's move on to the tarot. We have Temperance again, calling for patience. So this is balance, harmony, and divine timing. So this is a connection that is going to grow slowly and steadily. And there'll be an emotional blending of hearts. And I also think this is a little bit of healing too. Like, even though you've done the inner work that's needed to call in this person, I also think that this relationship will be healing as well. Because this isn't a chaotic kind of love. This is a mature love that's coming in. And it'll feel calm. And it'll feel intentional. And next we have the 10 of Wands. Okay, this is complete emotional burden right now. This is you or this other person that you're thinking about that's on your mind, carrying a lot of baggage from past relationships. This is maybe feeling so exhausted from trying too hard, from trying to love so much, from trying to love so hard, for trying to think about maybe what went wrong in the relationship. And one person is carrying more weight than the other. Are you overworking yourselves? Are you overworking your mind, your hearts? Are you overworking love? Because with the Temperance card before it, it's saying that balance is needed. Balance is needed here. You won't be overextending yourself anymore. And so next we have the Four of Pentacles, and this is holding on too tightly. This is you being, I think, emotionally guarded. Or again, it could be this other person. It could be your partner, whoever's on your mind right now during this reading. And this could be fear of vulnerability, the vulnerability you need to get to know somebody. This is holding on to someone tightly, like out of fear of loss. So someone in this particular relationship is really, really protecting their heart. And that's not to say like self-protection isn't wrong. Sometimes it's very much needed. Actually, all the time it's needed. But this kind of guardedness, this kind of protection is a little bit too much and can definitely block intimacy from developing. And next we have the King of Cups. Okay, so this is emotional maturity. In love, this love reading, this is stable. This is emotionally available partner for you. This is the person that you want. This is the person that you're calling in. Someone who feels deeply, but doesn't lose control all the time. Someone who knows who they are, who knows what they want, who's willing to step up, who's willing to show up and be there for you and be that balance that you need, that reciprocal energy. Or this could be you stepping into emotional balance yourself. This is a very strong energy for love. Mature love is possible. So overall, healing and balance is definitely needed. And this is emotional baggage. This is exhaustion. You need to put something down. And your guardedness needs to soften just a little bit to let that vulnerability out. It's okay. Spirit's telling you it's okay. Because emotional maturity is either entering your life, in your life currently, or being developed within you. And a connection that can grow slowly into something stable if these burdens are released and vulnerability is allowed. So for some advice, we have synchronicity. Believe in coincidences. They have spiritual meaning. Yes. So as you deepen this relationship, you will notice signs and synchronicities that, you've been kind of maybe rotating around each other like your whole lives. You'll have so many things in common that you never even realized, and things will just dawn on you. And then we have karma. What you give to the universe spiritually, it returns to you. And from the looks of it, you've been giving a lot. You've been giving a lot more than you probably should, especially in the love department, but maybe even spiritually. Maybe you've been forgiving too much. And last but not least, we have number 40, which could be significant to somebody. It could be somebody's age. It could be the number 4, the month of April, or the 4th of a month. But this card says, love has the power to heal wounds, oh my gosh, and transform your pain into hope. So don't lose hope, my friends. You will call in this person, whoever this is. Sounds amazing. If they're already in your life, congratulations, because this is such a mature, spiritual, divine love that came to you, or a love that is coming to you. So those are the messages I have for you, Pile 1, all about your love and relationships currently and coming in for you. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if you resonated with this. Share only as much as you want. I would love to hear from you. And I'm sending you a lot of love. Happy Valentine's Day if you are celebrating, and I will see you all next time. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose this lovely bouquet of roses, then these messages are for you, all about your love and relationships in the present. So I meditated over the cards, and I chose cards specifically that I felt guided toward pulling for you for this reading. And the first oracle card is children. Interesting. Okay. So your love life is being affected by children. In love, in a love reading, someone involved has children or a child. This could be you or the person in your mind. This could be an inner child wound that's influencing a relationship currently or relationship patterns. This could be anything from like maybe timing and responsibilities due to a child or children impacting the connection. But also, I'm sort of feeling like this could be one person is a little bit more immature than the other, like the dynamics, immaturity, maturity dynamics playing out. There is something innocent and vulnerable here, though. So let's move on. So next we have true love. Okay. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is the one. Pile 2. I'm sorry. I have a sore throat. Pile 2. I've been talking all day. Please forgive me. This is powerful energy. This is a definite confirmation. This connection is genuine. It has emotional depth. There are real feelings here. There are real feelings at play. This isn't superficial. This isn't like surface level stuff. This is, or it's not just lust either. It's not just purely physical. This is deep. This connection is meaningful on an emotional level. This is real. This is something tender, but also needs to be handled carefully. So for the first tarot card, I have the King of Cups. Okay, so again, here we go. So right beside, I put it right beside the children card because I kept getting the word maturity, and that's what the King of Cups is. This is emotional maturity. So someone here in this relationship loves very deeply. There are strong, steady emotions here and very controlled emotions. This person might not be like overtly or overly expressive, but they feel a lot. They feel deeply. And this isn't like player energy at all. This is emotionally grounded energy. It aligns strongly with this true love card. And next we have the 8 of Swords. I feel like the 8 of Swords keeps popping up. Actually, the King of Cups, I think, was in pile number 1. So this pile, you may have been drawn to pile number 1, or you may want to watch pile number 1 too, because there could be messages in that pile that you need. But I feel like the 8 of Swords keeps popping up as well, because this is restriction, and this is mental. This is overthinking the connection between the two of you. This could be fear of vulnerability, of being yourself, of opening up. This could be feeling stuck due to the current circumstance that you're in. Worrying about responsibilities. And possibly connected to the children card. Maybe one of you feels like you don't know if you'll be able to handle having a child or children right now. And maybe you're worried about that. But this is actually saying that the biggest obstacle right now may be mental, not even emotional, because the feelings are there. The feelings are present. This is true love. But fear or doubt is interfering. Okay, so moving on, we have the Three of Cups. So this is joy, this is social connection and celebration. A connection that quite possibly began as a friendship. Maybe a reunion energy, maybe you already knew this person from your past, or it could be outside influences like friends or social circles playing a role in this. Maybe they set you up. Maybe they knew somebody who knew somebody. You know, maybe it was a blind date, if people go on blind dates anymore. This could be a friend wanting to set you up online, you know? Either way, this is happiness when you're together. This is a lightheartedness, a lightness here. Even if there are complications, this is happy, this is joy. And lastly, we have the Emperor. Okay, so Emperor, he is structure and responsibility. He's stability, security. So this is a desire for something serious. So someone, either you or this other person that you're in a relationship with, or someone that you're calling in, someone that you have in mind, someone is stepping into some sort of leadership energy or provider. The Emperor is a provider energy. Or this could just be a need to set strong boundaries for stability purposes. And I can't help but keep looking at this children card, because the Emperor could mean a father figure also. So this might be a man who has a child or children. This is someone very focused on responsibility. Or this could be a connection that requires maturity. I know I keep saying maturity, but it's just came up in my mind and I can't let it go. A connection that requires maturity and long-term thinking. So this relationship feels emotionally real. Pile 2. You have the true love card. You have the King of Cups over here. So there may be overthinking about circumstances or limitations. There is joy and friendship within it. And ultimately, this connection could be serious with a long-term structure. But either real-life responsibilities are affecting the timing of this relationship, or, like I said before in the beginning, there could be an inner child wound within you that must be healed before this can fully develop, this can fully stabilize. Because this doesn't feel casual. This isn't a fling. This is something really significant. Real feelings are present. But fear or circumstances may be creating a little bit of hesitation here. But this is something that's stable and structured. So let's get some more Angel Oracle cards for you. We have joy. We have joy. What did I just say? You have the Three of Cups here, which is all about joy. Find joy in the small things in your relationship. This says spiritual relationship, but you can find joy in any part of your relationship. The way you look at each other, the way you talk, the way you joke around, the things that you have in common, the places that you like to go to, the things that you share, the dreams that you share, anything can bring you joy. This child or children can bring you joy. So find the joy in the small things, the moments where you're just sitting watching a movie. You know, you could just be enjoying music or going to a concert, just like little things, being out in the park, taking walks, enjoying your time together. Find that joy, find that happiness, because it's absolutely there and it's for you. And then we have intimacy. Get closer, share your dreams, your fears, and your spiritual journey together. Yes, definitely share your fears as well. Talk it through. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to open up, because this is a true love connection. This is acceptance. This is for you, pile 2. And next we have number 25, which could be significant. Could be the number 7, could be the month of July, could be the 25th of a month. It could be someone's age. Love inspires creativity and nourishes the artistic soul. So maybe you both are artistic and creative in some way. Maybe you want to bring that creativity to the relationship, especially if he or she has a child or children. Something to think about from your angels, pile 2. And that is it. That is all the messages I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Comment down below. Share only what you would like. And let me know if you resonated with any of these messages. And I'm sending you all so much self-love, so much love within this relationship. And take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next time. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this cute little love letter, then these messages today are for you, all about love and relationships. I meditated over the cards, and I went ahead and I chose the specific cards meant for you today, guided by Spirit. So let's get into it. So the first card we have for you is, oh, true love. Okay, well, pile 2 just actually had this card. I believe it was second, though. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. This is genuine, heart-centered energy. This connection is not surface level. It is not superficial. This is deep. And the feelings are real. They're very sincere. There is emotional authenticity here. And what you're experiencing or about to experience is real. This isn't illusion-based or any sort of disillusion. This is meaningful. This is a meaningful relationship. And then we have soulmate. Yes, okay. So this is someone very important. This is deep spiritual alignment here. This is a strong soul recognition. You've known this soul before, probably in a past life or past lives. This is a relationship that is fated or very, very familiar to you. And it's a connection that not only will trigger your growth, but evolution as well. You'll evolve together because that's what you came here to do. This was meant to be. This person reflects something important back to you. This isn't, like I said, this isn't superficial. This isn't casual. This is significant and it's aligned. But let's get more clarification. Let's get into tarot. So the first card I chose for you is the 9 of Pentacles. Nice. actually. This is independence. She is all about self-sufficiency. So you currently are already whole on your own. You feel comfortable in your skin. You feel confident. You don't need a partner, but you desire one. And it looks like you've built stability within yourself. And this is very attractive energy, pile 3. This is very magnetic energy. This soulmate connection won't take away from that. It won't take away from your independence. It will only complement it even more. And they will respect you even more because of that. And next we have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so we might have more options. It might be a little bit of illusion or some confusion. You might have multiple romantic options. You might be interested in a couple of people. So there could be uncertainty about which direction to choose. Or this could be fantasy versus reality. You know, what you're dreaming of, what you're fantasizing about versus what really is. And maybe you're having a hard time seeing the reality of it all. You know, are you seeing this relationship or this person clearly? And with these 2 cards, the true love and soulmate cards, you know, there may be choices around you, but Spirit is asking you to use discernment. One connection is going to stand out or stands out as a real one. And so Spirit just wants you to use discernment when choosing. Okay, so moving on, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so this, right after the 7 of Cups confusion, we have clarity and truth coming in. This is honest communication between the 2 of you. This is mental, what's the word? Mental compatibility. And this is a partner who values your logic and your integrity. But you're still being asked to use discernment because you have the 7 of Cups here. So the heart and mind must align. Do all that and you'll be fine. I'm sorry for the poem, but it's been a long day. It's been a long day, pile 3. Heart and mind must align. Do all that and you'll be fine. That's your takeaway for today. So yes, so you need to align, you need to use discernment when choosing, when making this decision, pile 3. And then lastly, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is romantic pursuit, actually. So someone is expressing their feelings or will. This is a romantic offer coming in. This is emotional vulnerability. This is actually dating energy, like serious dating, or you really want to maybe commit to like seeing someone. And so there's 2 masculine energies here. Okay. But it doesn't have to be masculine. We all have a balance of masculine and feminine energy within us. So it might not be a man. It could be a woman. And actually in this deck, the Knight of Cups actually looks like a woman. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like a woman. But it's 2 traditionally masculine energies. So the Knight of Cups is a softer energy than the King of Swords. One is more emotional and more expressive. So you have the emotion versus the logic, and you have someone who is very romantic versus someone who's very stable. And this is a very balanced energy for you. And so overall, you're independent and you're self-assured, which is great. There may be some options that you need to really discern through. Could be confusion. We have clarity and honest communication between the two of you, which is amazing. And someone may be coming forward with a sincere romantic offer. So let's get 2 more relationship angel messages. So the first one is quality time. Perfect. Spend quality time together to strengthen the spiritual connection. I love that. Yes, spend quality time with this person. Don't be afraid to open up. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable and to be authentically you. Emotional authenticity. And share things with each other. That's the only way that you deepen a connection. And this connection is fated. You've already known each other, so it should feel comfortable already. And then we have past. Leave past hurts behind to embrace a spiritually bright future. Yes, you don't want to bring past hurts or sufferings into the current situation. However, because this is a fated relationship that could be coming in for you, pile 3, I do feel like it could be healing energy for the both of you. But you definitely want to leave a majority of any past hurts in the past so that you can have that space, that container to open to this person who is either currently in your life, and you'll know if this person is in your life, or will be coming in. You want to have that space to hold for them. And then last but not least, we have another relationship advice. We have the number 9 here. This could be the month of September. This could be the 9th of a month. This could be someone's birthday. And this card says, in the vulnerability of love, the courage to open up completely is discovered. Yes, that's exactly what I was just speaking about. You have the room, you have the person coming in to really be who you are, pile 3. And I love this for you. This is such a magical reading. So those are the messages I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below and let me know if you resonated with anything. Share as much or as little as you would like. And I'm sending you a lot of love, a lot of true love and soulmate energy and self-love. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.